All right, this is your review for the next test. I'm going to go over a couple of these in each section and also show you what notes to refer to. But if you're absent, I sent this also with a quizzes for you to check your work as you go along. So I'll remind you that at the end. For topics 1 and 2, that was with our intro to polynomial notes. And we talked about types of standard form, meaning you have to start with the largest exponent, classification based on the degree, and then based on the number of terms. That's separated by plus and minus. So on this first one, since they want us to put it in standard form, we have to start with the largest exponent. I'm going to abbreviate that and go to the smallest. Excuse me. So basically, you're just going to look. Let me get my pencil tool here. Just look at the exponents. There's the biggest one right there. So I start off with that, 3x4. Then the next biggest would be to the third. Then our next biggest would be square. And if you look, I have 2. So I have to combine them. I have to combine like terms. So this is plus 3x squared. Then the next largest is just an x. So that's minus 7x. Keep your sign with the term. And then minus 4. Okay. So that's all you're doing now. If you have 2 variables, you go alphabetical order. So like in this situation, the x's would have to go first. And I find my largest x. And that would be here, the x to the third power. So 2x to the third power, then an x squared minus x squared y, then just an x, so that would be 3xy squared, and then my y's, so the plus 8y squared. Okay. Classifying polynomials, we name it by the degrees. That's what I was talking about, this table right here. We name by the degree, by the exponent, okay? Each degree has a name. If it's 5 or more, you just name 5th degree or 6th degree, and then the number of terms. So for here, this degree is 1, so this would be a linear, and there's 2 of them, binomial. Here we have a degree of 2, that's called a quadratic. There's 1, 2, 3 terms, so that's a trinomial. Okay. So try these. You're going to really focus on the evens or the ones I didn't do. You can check it on with the quizzes. Now topic 3, adding, subtracting polynomials. That goes into our purple flip book. The first tab we did was combining like terms for adding and subtracting. Keep, switch. We want to distribute the -1. There's like an invisible -1 right here that we distribute to change the sign. So on number 1 here, this is a good example. Here's that negative. We need to keep, switch. So keep everything here. 2x squared plus 3x plus 2. Switch, negative x squared, positive 4x plus 1. And then we're doing combined like terms, starting with the highest. So we put our x's together. That leaves me with just an x squared. X squares together, sorry. Then our x's, that's 7x. And then our constants plus 3. Okay. Most of you have got this down packed, so just remember to distribute and then combine your like terms. So what I would like to go to here on number 11, we're just distributing, and you got to remember to add your exponents. You multiply the numbers, so that's 45, but the exponents, that's c, 2 plus 2 is 4, d plus 2 more d's is now d to the third, minus, distribute, hippity hoppity distribute property, this is 20, c to the 5th power, d to the 2nd power, and then this will be minus 10 c squared d. Okay, so these, I think you know, you've done these before. Maybe you forgot the exponent rule, but this number 13 on, or 13 through 16, back to that flip book, This is when we did multiplication of binomials to FOIL. First, outer, inner, last. I'm going to do one with you, and then I need you to kind of do your own and check your understanding on quizzes. So x, that's the first terms. Okay, I'm just going to F for first. So that is 4x, oh sorry, 4x squared. Then the outer terms, that's going to be a negative 3x. The inner terms, that's a negative 4x. And then your last term, which is the last numbers, is negative 1 and negative 3. That's a positive 3. You just got to remember to combine your like terms here. So this becomes 4x squared minus 7x plus 3. Okay, so that's pretty much 13 through 16. On 17 and 18, this is kind of leading up to GCF because we want you to divide each term. So you could write it as like a negative 8x to the 5th is divided by the 4x to the 3rd, plus that 28x to the 4th is also getting divided by 4x to the 3rd, and then minus that 4x to the 3rd divided by 4x to the 3rd. So divide numbers, subtract exponents. This can be divided to negative 2, x to the 2nd, plus 7, not just x. 4 minus 3 is just leaving 1x. Both of these cancel, so you have minus 1. Okay. So now the last section, GCF. This is when the shortcut we talked about in class to start with the lowest number first, the 10. Can 10 go into 15? No, but is there a factor of 10 that can? Yep, that is 5. And then take out the smallest variable, that is your x. So the 5x is the GCF, leaving you with 2 minus 3x squared. Okay. So you got to watch your numbers with the exponents and subtract them. So on the last page, we're going from 2 terms to 3. Again, start off with the smallest number, 18. Can 18 go into 54? No, but its factor can, which is 9. And 9 goes also into 27. Take out the smallest x's. There's the x right here. And they all have y's. Take out the smallest y. That would be this one. So this reduces the 9xy's to GCF. For dividing, this would be 6x squared minus 2xy plus 3y. Right? So work on your GCFs. Definitely go to quizzes and type in your answers. Some of them are multiple choice questions. Some of them are just type them in, and this will be a good way to check that you've done the problems right, or you need to ask questions on something, and you will take your tests on the following day. All right, thanks.